Good morning, everybody. So I have another question from the inbox this morning. This one is from Lucinda Lingle in Lukenbach, Texas. Dear Susan, I am confused by the book Beginnings. What exactly is that? Is it book 2 in the series? Do I need to read that before I read the Sullivan's Island Supper Club? Your friend Lucinda in Lukenbach. Well, Lucinda, Beginnings is not a novel at all. It is actually more like a novella. It's just a few chapters. So, Beginnings is a bridge book between Big Trouble on Sullivan's Island and the Sullivan's Island Supper Club. You don't have to read it. It's actually just a very little short few chapters. And the reason that Beginnings exist at all is that my editor felt like the beginning of the book that I had written, the Sullivan's Island Supper Club, slowed things down and was not necessary to the plot. And so she thought it might actually confuse people because they would wonder exactly what story they were reading, because the Beginnings is simply a lot of information about how the Sullivan's Island Supper Club came to be, how these women met, how their paths crossed, because they don't have a lot in common on the surface. So I wanted to explain that. So it's background, and it was slowing down the story. I agreed with my editor, and I took them out. But then I thought, some readers are going to want this background information. And so I'll just make it available for those who want it, and those who don't. You don't have to read it. It's not that you wouldn't understand the story without it. So first comes Big Trouble on Sullivan's Island. That's book 1 in the Carolina Tales series. And then there's this little bridge of a few chapters that were initially the beginning of the Sullivan's Island Supper Club that you don't have to read, but if you want the background about how these women met, then that's for you. So that's technically book 1.5. Now, some of the retailers don't allow us to number it with a 0.5. So if you look, for example, on the Amazon store, you'll see book 1, book 1.5, and book 2, book 2 being the Sullivan's Island Supper Club. But some of the retailers don't allow that. So it's just, for example, on Barnes & Noble, I think it's listed as associated content or something like that. It's affiliated with the series, but it doesn't actually have a number. But book 1 is Big Trouble on Sullivan's Island. Book 2 is the Sullivan's Island Supper Club. And book 3 is coming in June, Trouble's Turn to Lose. All right. Thanks so much, Lucinda, for asking. Y'all have a good day.